15-year-long WoW nerds' first impressions of Final Fantasy XIV. All right, here we go.
Hello there. I played WoW for 15 years, and now I'm here.
I'm sorry.
Now, how did that happen? Well, it's actually quite simple. I had quite a few personal things that I had to deal with, and that kind of kept me away from literally everything. And while I was dealing with said personal stuff, I had a couple friends who came by and told me, hey, you should play this game. And I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't quite fight him a whole lot about it because I learned beforehand that this game had a certain crossover going on, so that was kind of all the incentive I really needed.
It's the furry stuff, right?
So, now that the introduction is out of the way, how do I feel about this video game so far? Well, let's start at the beginning. Beginnings!
Okay.
So the first thing I encountered when I was going to make a character was an endless void.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because that is what my soul tells me. No, wait, it was just loading in. So, what are my options? You have person, pointy-eared lanky person, an evil lawn ornament, Elon Musk's underground project, big person, anime edgelord or anime waifu.
The fuck is this? You can be these characters? This is so goofy. What the hell is this shit? Oh shit.
And a Playboy mod.
Wow. They have this shit in the game?
And yes, these two are gender locked. No, my choice here was obvious. God. It's not because of being like normal or anything like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
it's because it's the best way to fight for the glory of mankind.
Okay.
I also got to pick a birth month, which is worded other things, but if you count them out, there's like 12 months, so
who the fuck knows what
I gotta pick which
is.
god person to be my guardian. Both this and the previous thing are just pure RP elements and pretty inconsequential. So you can just throw the dice here if you want and don't really care much about that. Now I gotta pick a job to start with. And my options here are... Are you not entertained?
Just a guy who's
gladiator, pugilist, marauder. Ooh, that's what I'd go with. Lancer's stupid.
Hey, Naki, he's a singing man.
I need healing. I need healing.
Oh, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, the classes are interesting. This isn't too bad.
I went with Lancer because they poke things to death. And I like poking things. Then I had to name the person. I went with Lucia Caritas because Latin is cool, as broken as it may be through Google Translate. So I start off being wagoned away.
Oh, damn.
Hey, you.
You're
finally awake.
And similar to real life, I get ambushed by the realities of this world shortly after being born. Then I'm sent to UI school to be spoon-fed all the basic things in life. Oh, so that's what WASD does. Wowzers. That's a lot different to us than moving with a mouse. Press S for success. Oh man, I am just gonna dominate this game! And
I can't get over, like, why the fuck do people play girl characters? Like, I can't get into it, man. How do you play a girl character if you're a dude? Like, Takum? But it's like... better to look at? Like, I'm not, no, it's just so, I can never get over this, man. Like, I got the hang of things. I started my journey through pretty much the same type of quests I get in WoW. But anyway, that's what your typical starting experience is probably going to be like. There is a key difference, though, after you hit level 30, though. All right.
You actually start taking part of an actual, like, Final Fantasy-esque grand journey. And to anyone who's played WoW, you'll realize soon enough that, oh, I actually matter in the lore of this game? Yeah, it's weird, I know. You can come back after slaying like an actual titan in WoW, and you get like Nathanos expecting you to still spit shine his shoes by the time you get back.
Let me have a look at you. Pathetic.
I hate that guy. I hate him. But anyways, yeah, you actually are like a focal point in this story. And it mostly goes back to the production team keeping the philosophy of, this is a Final Fantasy first, and an MMO second. So with that said, I really have to emphasize that if you're gonna go through leveling in this game the traditional way, you gotta be willing and wanting to have a Final Fantasy story-driven narrative, because this is absolutely a Final Fantasy story-driven narrative game. And to those of you who think...
See, I don't know if I could ever get into it. I've never actually played a Final Fantasy game the whole time, so I don't know if I'd even like a Final Fantasy story at all. I feel like I wouldn't, actually. Like, it sounds crazy, but I feel like I wouldn't even like playing it. They are. Just try it. It'd be like New World. I mean, the thing is, like, everybody wants me to try it, but people also want you to try drugs. So is this necessarily a good idea? Maybe not. I don't know, dude. You not play Final Fantasy VII? No, I never did. I had the game and it wouldn't load, and so I never played it.
You could just level through dungeons in this game to the top. You better think again, because literally everything in this game is locked until you do a specific quest to unlock it, and or you get through specific moments in the main story quest, also known as the MSQ. So yeah, leveling.
Okay.
So leveling is kind of something every single player ever has to go through, unless you fork up some dough. So I'll say what I think and what a general consensus of other players.
You can just buy the fucking levels? You just buy it? I don't know, man. Like that seems kind of bad.
It's slow at first. So there's a whole belief that first impressions are everything when it comes to the bargaining table or something like that. And Final Fantasy XIV honestly doesn't really suck with its first impressions, but it definitely felt really similar to WoW. The biggest reason why it feels really slow, outside of the fact that it's the basic fetch quest and kill X amount of things, please, is that the abilities
there's only so many things they can get you to do,
kind
right?
of few and far between. I didn't have a whole lot of abilities just with Dragoon or Lancer.
Yeah.
This is all I had. This is all I had to work with. It's not much. No, did I mention that this game has a 2.5 second global cooldown?
See, that's what's so like.
It has that. That's in here. That's in the game. It's got, But
I've heard that you can use abilities inside of that global cooldown whenever you're at a higher level, so it's not as bad. But like, whenever I just look at a 2.5 second global cooldown and I go, you know, it just goes the whole time. It feels like it would be really boring for me to do that.
Oddly enough, this super mega simple class ends up getting fleshed out super mega hard.
That's a lot of abilities.
What, 60? I think? Yeah. I'm currently stuck with like the level 70 toolkit in the content that I'm doing right now. And I gotta tell you, like, now I gotta be able to nail like a 19 ability combo or rotation for me to get like up to par in DPS with everyone else. So things do absolutely get more fleshed out later.
Yeah, it does seem pretty intense.
That actually applies to pretty much the entire game as well. Ranging between the story, the game mechanics, the music, the artistic direction, everything about the game just gets better the longer you play it. And it does feel like you're progressing towards something the whole time. Overall, though, like
it sounds weird, but like the aesthetics of Final Fantasy have always been kind of off-putting to me. I don't know why or why I haven't liked it, but they've just always been really off-putting to me. It's hard for me to describe. I've just always felt that way.
The whole leveling experience is actually like really great once you actually like get yourself immersed in the story and actually progress along with it. In fact, I'd wager that the leveling experience may be one of the best experiences in the whole game. But I haven't really reached endgame yet, so I can't really tell what's going on in endgame. But from what I've experienced so far, this leveling experience is quite phenomenal. Of course, like after A Realm Reborn at least. And for you WoW folks, I'm sure you're curious about this other thing. Dungeons. So the dungeons in this game follow a pretty specific format, I noticed. Just about all of them have like 3 bosses and 2 to 4 packs of mobs in between. The bosses are also like super well telegraphed to where I almost don't need a guide to beat them. It's kind of impressive, really. But then later on, the game starts throwing you boss fights that have like no telegraphs to their attacks, and you have to rely on doing things the old WoW style and just watching the ability they're casting. Not the current WoW style, the old WoW style. Current WoW style, just listen to DBM. But overall,
it's unfortunately true. I hate that. I feel like that meta is so fucking dog shit. No other games out there that have the WoW animation fluidity. Yeah, it's like the game doesn't really feel as like fluid as like WoW does. I'll definitely say that, like at least what I'm seeing here.
The dungeoning experience is rather simple.
It could be different whenever I actually play it, though.
That the company seems to use all the freaking time. And honestly, I'm kind of fine with it, because despite there's only 3 bosses roughly per dungeon, sometimes there's fewer, they still bring something new to the table. Like, it really starts kicking up after A Realm Reborn. Like, a lot of things happen after A Realm Reborn. They add new mechanics and stuff that is like really creative here and there. And because that they do that, it keeps the whole experience really fresh. And because of that,
it's like that guy messed up the mechanic. I saw him mess it up. He lost like 15% of his health. It didn't even do anything to him. They just heal his ass back up. It's like, oh, you messed it up, dude. Like, I can clearly tell. That's a tank? Oh, he's a tank, so it's okay. All right, well then never mind. That's a normal fucking dungeon. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
I personally had a really great time just going through the dungeons.
Yeah.
But then you get to the trials. Holy cheese balls! These things start getting really spectacular looking the further you get into the story. So these things are like instance fights where you fight one boss, and that's all it is. You just fight one boss.
That's
They start off rather simple in design and spectacle, but as you get further and further in, the animators, designers, VFX artists, and whatnot decide, hey, let's get pretty. And good God, my eyes and ears can barely handle what's going on. It's actually ended up leaving me dead a couple of times.
This is actually really cool.
The music changes according to the phase of the fight. It's freaking awesome. But honestly, the music in general of this game is just so freaking good, man.
Some of these
I mean, Final Fantasy has always
cool.
had a strong musical history, but that was mostly under
Nobuo
Nobuo
Uematsu,
who
really
wrote a
badass.
huge majority of the music from Final Fantasy 1 to 9, and assisting with the music in like 10 through 12 and Final Fantasy 14.
I have no idea.
But someone else is holding the reins for the majority of this game's music, and that's Masayoshi Soken. This dude is a musical freaking genius.
Cool.
A genius! I can gush on and on about the music side of things, but I think I'll hold off on that for maybe another video.
Music is fine, but I care about the
anyways,
gameplay.
yeah, I wish I could like say more about like the actual rating scene as
I
well,
wanna
but
see
as
this.
of the moment, I'm still working my way through the main story.
That's too bad.
So a bunch of those things are kind of
I
locked
really
in
am
still.
curious about the
So
raids.
unfortunately, I can't really say as to how the end game feels yet. Or
Like the motivation that I have to play games is like I want to beat the fucking game. I want to get to the hardest boss and I want to beat the fucking boss. Like that's always what I go after, man. Watch a mythic raid boss or something like that. Yeah. Like that's always what I care about. Like in like New World, I wanted to go around and beat every fucking mob and kill every fucking thing. And like in Dark Souls, I'd want to beat every fucking boss. Bloodborne's the same thing. And to me, that's what I feel like is like mastery of the game. And so like I want to know like how hard these raids really get. Do they feel fulfilling to beat them or not? I don't know.
Other raids in general.
Well,
and with that said, I would like to
raid.
say more about the game as well, but for now I think I'll hold off for another time. I felt like I just needed to cover like leveling and dungeons for now, because there's a lot in this game. There's a lot of content in this game. There's a reason I spent a month of locked in time and still haven't completed the main story. There's a lot to do in this game. You get your money's worth, especially now that there's a trial. This recent patch that came out, they adjusted the trial to where you can go all the way up to level frickin' 60 in this game, which is the end of the Heavensward expansion. And for a frame of reference, the current maximum level is level 80.
Yeah.
So you're getting like 3/4 of the game for free. So yeah, if that's not incentive to like give it a shot, then I don't know what is. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here and have it act almost as a primer for potential things to come. If you would all like to see more and hear more of my thoughts on the game, just let me know and I'll see if I can't make more videos about the game. But for now, I think I'll just end it here. Thank you all very much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful life. Take care, folks.
I don't know, guys. It's just... Alright, now we've seen the video at least, okay? This is a video a lot of people want me to see. I want to see, like, what's a hard boss in Final Fantasy? I want to see what this looks like.
Sorry, just keep going.
Yep. Got a good feeling about this one.
Oh, boy. I've heard that before. Okay, so they have their little ready check. That makes sense. Oh, they're killing him pretty fast. Yeah, he's dying real quick. How the fuck's it gonna take 18 minutes then? So they just damage him down. That seems pretty simple. Okay. So he does an explosion thing. Yeah, he's already at half health. His hand falls apart. Okay. What the fuck is even going on? What is this? Oh, you see your effects? Yeah, I feel like the effects are just like, they're so... They like cover your entire screen. Yeah, it's super flashy. Okay, so where does this go? Like, what happens now? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I'm not going to watch the whole 18-minute video. You can disable the effects? I guess maybe you can. Okay.
Second void. Look outside.
Wait, is this like a, is that DBM? Okay, so then this guy spawns.
2, 3.
What the fuck?
4.
Yeah, it's DBM, I guess so. And like, what is the music here? This is so weird. Oh, fuck. So that's like a robot fucking ship? Jesus, man.
Easy positions.
Wow. Okay. I feel like this would take a while. And this goes on for 18 minutes?
Thunder shear.
What the fuck? They have cutscenes in the middle of the boss? Holy shit.
They're ready to pop.
Oh. Bro, it's like I'm watching Power Rangers or something. Look at this.
Right.
Oh my god.
Pop, 3 minutes.
Oh shit.
Pull your final 2 minutes.
That actually is really fucking cool. To be fair, that is really, really fucking cool. It's a Power Ranger? Yeah, whatever it is. Yeah, this place is really awesome. Holy shit. Okay, let me go down to the absolute end of the fight, okay?
Get him up. It's okay.
Got him.
We're way ahead right now.
So they just need to burn him down.
3 to 1. We're here.
Okay.
We're here. 3 to 1. 3 to 1.
This does seem pretty cool. I like the organization of it though. Like that's I think my favorite part about these raids in general.
Oceans and everything right now.
Yeah, it's just the colors are very they're very overwhelming. Maybe I'm not like I'm just feeling that way because I'm not playing it, and like if you were playing it, it would be normal. But to me, whenever I see this, like it just feels extremely overwhelming.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, it looks cool as fuck. I mean, I guess it does, but to me, I feel like it's too much.
Please die. Please die.
Yeah, I guess maybe if you just turn it down, it'd be okay.
Please die.
Please die.
You hear like that guy's name? Like they're so fucking tired of doing this boss, they just want it to be over.
Come on.
They don't even give a fuck.
We fucking have it! We fucking have it! It's dead! Fucking kill it! Yes! Fuck yeah! Oh god!
Yeah, very exciting, dude. 18 minutes, of course. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah.
Let's fucking go!
There was, dude. I was last.
Oh my
Is that a screenshot?
It was the Sindel 9 run. Yes, you had to die.
You had to die. That's the That's the timeline. Yo, that's
Okay.
the timeline.
That is actually pretty fucking cool. Like, I mean, this does have a lot of mechanics, and I'd actually be curious to see like what it would be like to do a boss like this. That's what I think is cool. Yeah, it is like. Obviously, the weebs, you know, they get really excited about this kind of stuff, but I can see why. I think it's fucking funny, man. Imagine being excited about MMO. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, like, Shadowlands is going to be out in, like, 2 months, so it's like, there's no reason for me to get, like, super excited, because I know that there's going to be new shit coming out. Let me see here. I'll read some of these comments real quick. Watch a mechanic video, Asmon. Apparently, they're, like, really long, so I'm not going to look at the whole thing. The entire game is full of men playing cat girls and lesbians playing 7-foot bunny girls. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's see, Omega Alexander. Well, I'm not going to watch the same fight again, just on a different difficulty, but overall, I do think this does look pretty badass. I mean, if it's this hard and everything, that is pretty cool.